Welcome to the WION podcast, where we explore fascinating stories and ideas from various fields. In this episode, we uncover whether the world is closer to its end as the Doomsday Clock moves nearer to midnight, amid rising global risks a year into Trump's presidency. That warning is now being reflected in a symbolic clock watched closely by scientists and world leaders alike. The Doomsday Clock, a metaphorical measure of how close humanity is to destroying the world through technologies of its own making, especially nuclear weapons, stands at 85 seconds to midnight as of January 27th, having moved 4 seconds closer. The Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, which created the clock at the start of the Cold War, announced on Tuesday that it has advanced by 4 seconds compared with a year ago, bringing it closest to a global catastrophe in its history. The announcement comes as Donald Trump, who often describes himself as the President of Peace, completed 1 year in the White House in his second term. The first year of Trump's presidency is marked by shattering norms, withdrawing from established multilateral organizations, ordering unilateral actions abroad, and deploying massive force at home, even after opposition from local authorities. Major powers such as Russia, China, the United States, and others have become increasingly aggressive, adversarial, and nationalistic, said a statement announcing the clock shift, concluded after consultations with a board that includes 8 Nobel laureates, AFP reported. Hard-won global understandings are collapsing, accelerating a winner-takes-all great power competition and undermining the international cooperation critical to reducing the risks of nuclear war, climate change, the misuse of biotechnology, the potential threat of artificial intelligence, and other apocalyptic dangers. The Doomsday Clock Board cautioned against increased risk of a nuclear arms race after the New START nuclear arms reduction treaty between the United States and Russia set to expire next week without a sign of renewal. For the first time in over half a century, there will be nothing preventing a runaway nuclear arms race, Daniel Holtz, a University of Chicago physicist who chairs the Bulletin's Science and Security Board, told a virtual news conference, as quoted by AFP. The board voiced its concerns about Donald Trump's threats to resume nuclear testing and push a costly Golden Dome missile defense system, which is expected to further militarize space. It also raised alarm over Trump's ICE crackdown in Minnesota, noting, "History has shown that when governments become unaccountable to their own citizens, conflict and misery follow." The Doomsday Clock is a symbolic design created in 1947 by the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists. It serves as a metaphor for how close humanity is to destroying the world through technologies of its own making. Midnight represents the theoretical point of annihilation or global catastrophe. Who sets it? The Bulletin's Science and Security Board, a group of global experts in nuclear technology and climate science, in consultation with its board of sponsors, which includes 9 Nobel laureates. The scale. It began at 7 minutes to midnight in 1947. Its safest point was 17 minutes to midnight in 1991, following the end of the Cold War. However, the clock is not a tool to predict the future. It acts as a call to action. The Bulletin underlined that the hands can be moved back if world leaders act responsibly and embrace diplomacy to solve conflicts and work towards the climate issues the world is facing. Thanks for tuning into this incredible story. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more captivating stories to come. Stay tuned.